YouTube, what's going on? Happy Wednesday. It's been a wet week, been raining all week non-stop, but no complaints. But I just want to come on and make a quick video about purpose, mission. I believe, kind of idea where we want to be in life is kind of shaped by our, life experiences, what we've been through, who's around us, our environment, what we take in. And a lot of times, we kind of get ourselves caught up living comparatively. That's been the big social media influence that we have. We see people with other things, and we feel like, oh man, that's what I want. And one thing I always learned, growing up, man, you don't know how other people get stuff, man. I've never been a materialistic type person. I don't really care. You have to get the newest car, or go get a huge house. I gotta be here. Take a trip. I just kind of try to live in my own little domain. I'm not really too much to put myself out there like that. I just don't care. I just got a real spirit of contentment. A lot of people, man, get depressed, man, because they see their lives not measuring up to these highlight reels on social media. You know what I'm saying? And that could be really dangerous. I think a lot of times we just kind of just live life instead of living to attain something. It's kind of just routine. We go to work, eat, sleep, do the same thing, just over and over. Make turn up for the weekend and then it's back to it, and you just do the same thing. And it can be taxing, it can be draining on the psyche. So it's always important that we set goals, short term, long term goals. And as long as you're writing the stuff down and you're trying to reach it, even if you don't reach it in the certain time frame, you can sit back and take an assessment. Okay, this is what I need to do to improve to reach that goal, but not give up. A lot of times that's one thing I've dealt with is kind of like a spirit of incompletion. You set out to do things, be real motivated, things happen, you get off track. I don't know, maybe try something else. So always want to finish what you start. That's one thing, because it's always in your psyche that if you don't finish it, oh man, you're a quitter, in your head. So let's kind of want to segue into this thing going on, man. I see it a lot. I've always heard about it, but it's just kind of becoming more apparent, more in the mainstream. Just retrograde. And I'm not here to shit on what people believe or whatnot, but it's just, I look at the basis of it, and I see something that's kind of like I should expect bad things to happen in my life, and I have to get prepared for this this phenomenon that's just gonna, oh man, I'll get ready. I'm like, and that's when you kind of overwhelm yourself with unnecessary fear. Like, life is life, man. Bad things are gonna happen, and we can't just, I'm not gonna say we can. I'm just saying it's not in our best interest to kind of project things. Like you say, fear is mostly, or anxiety. We're kind of waiting for something to happen that may or may never happen. And we kind of consume ourselves with it. Just for an example, I have a coworker of mine that's was real, weary, nervous of COVID, and rightfully so. Caught it, had a bad time with it, and end up, finally getting better, and then getting, the shots for it. And even though weeks, months went by, it still was like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous, can't be around a lot of people, And it's like, you kind of have to take the small wins. Hey, you had it and you did beat it. Okay, now you got the necessary, protection, quote unquote. and you kind of have to, but you know, a lot of self-doubt, you know, like I said, what our surroundings, our environment, what you take in will shape your, you know, what you think may transpire in the future. But I just want to, you know, add 3 components to it. You know, it's the commitment aspect, you know, commitments that we make to ourselves, commitments to other people. You know, we have choices that we make, you know, good, bad, or indifferent, but we make those choices. And then it's the ownership aspect, that accountability. You know, I'm a true believer that, you know, true empowerment is when you can look at your life and say, hey, I'm 100%. Now, a lot of things is out of our control, but for the most part, we're responsible of everything that's transpiring in our lives, especially as adults. Kids, things happen, and you know, not trying to get into that, but you know, as adults, we're responsible for that. And when we, instead of, you know, looking in the mirror, looking at us, and we want to point the finger at this situation, that, this, that, as the reason where our state of being is at, that's not true empowerment. You're always gonna, you give those other aspects power over your lives, and when you do that, man, it's just gonna be that same, you know, recurring thing. So yeah, just want to come on real quick, talk about that. You know, stay on your purpose, stay on your mission, and hey, man, it's on us. Ultimately, we're responsible for, you know, everything that's going on in our lives. All right, peace.